just kind of lost my balance coming down, and when I came down, my knee just it wasn't under me.
No finish though by Shaun, and he's hurt. Left knee.
Well, the most horrific thing I've ever seen on a basketball court.
Devastating. I still get an eerie feeling in my stomach when I review the tapes of his injury.
Potentially career-ending.
I knew I did something severe, but I didn't know how bad it was.
It wasn't like he was knocked silly. He just stepped wrong, and this is like his career. You thought, this is it.
It all seemed like it happened in slow motion. It was like the Matrix. His leg just folded, and he just fell to the ground in pain.
It was about as horrific as you could have without being like in a car accident or something. I mean, it was just terrible.
I give credit to our team doctor, who was there on the scene to be able to reduce his knee, and put it back in place.
His knee was deformed, almost like a pretzel. So I instinctively put my elbow behind his knee. So it was my biceps against his hamstrings. And I just tugged as hard as I could. And I could see his knee cap was dislocated as well. So simultaneously, I had to try to straighten his knee and put his kneecap back into place.
Usually you tear 1, 2, maybe even 3 ligaments. But it's just so unheard of with a sport like basketball to sustain an injury like that.
He sustained a posterolateral dislocation of his knee, which put the shin bone out. The kneecap dislocated out to the side. He tore his medial collateral ligament and his anterior cruciate ligament, as well as the posterior cruciate ligament, which anchors the knee in the center. So in actuality, he tore 3 out of the 4 ligaments in his knee.
I wasn't really depressed until the doc came in and kind of told me the reason they had to take the blood test was because possibly if I tore my artery in the back of my leg, I could get gangrene and they'd possibly have to amputate my leg.
My God, we might lose this young guy's leg. All we can do maybe is take off the leg. Oh, it hurts me today to even think about it.
And from there, it just kind of came crashing down. I'm kind of locked in, just focused in on the day-to-day rehab, waking up and, just not really looking at the mountain, just kind of focusing on the task at hand every day. And, each day I got more confident.
It's hours and hours of torture, but he was there every day, putting in the work and sustaining the pain.
I couldn't get to the same spots. I wasn't as quick, wasn't as fast. I didn't have the same burst. I couldn't jump as high, so it was a struggle just to kind of find my game. So from there, it was just more about utilizing my other skills, the tangibles. My height, my size, my IQ. Just kind of focus on my strengths and less on my weaknesses.
He's so strong-willed, and he's just an unbelievable person, and it's easy to see how he can overcome all that stuff.
I've been blessed, to come back and play, but unfortunately I haven't, played on any playoff teams or, any winning teams.
This is just part of his journey, It's battling through all this adversity with all the teams, and, with his success with the Nets, he just needed an opportunity. And I think, he was given an opportunity by the situation that was created with the Nets.
Back tap Johnson. Livingston is there. And the slam. A rock attack. Shaun Livingston. Hard to the hole.
I'm playing with, a great coach in Jason Kidd, who's giving me the opportunity to, just play free, use my mind, utilize my talents, and then also the guys on the court, the teammates that I have. I think my skill set kind of plays into, the chemistry of the team, kind of setting them up. So, I think we both benefit from that.
Gets up by 1. Deflected. Livingston. The Nets win. Brooklyn has Miami's number.
I told myself I never wanted to see the injury, just for the mental purposes. I mean, I always kind of knew I wanted to come back and play. There was never really doubt that I wanted to play. And, when I finally came back, I didn't want that to be in the back of my mind.
It's one of those you forgive but don't forget. He forgives, the moment, but he doesn't forget it.
I told myself I want to live in the present. I don't really think in the past. You can't change the past. So, I really believe in, the decisions you make, you have to live with them. you know, and you just have to move forward.
I'd like to know who says he has no more lift in those legs.
My 2014 has been
Rewarding for him, thrilling for me.
An absolute wonder.
Incredible. Really a great story, a feel-good story, and everything that he deserves.
Exuberant. To know how he feels, to know he's in a good place.
It is just terrific to see. It is heartfelt. I'm thrilled to death for Shaun.
I'm so happy that he's being rewarded for all his hard work and diligence. And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
My 2014 has been better than expected.